Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. The Cavaliers, NBA executives, and a number of elected officials gathered for a very special announcement at Quicken Loans Arena.
Without further ado, it's my honor and privilege to announce that the 2022 All-Star Game will be held here in Cleveland, Ohio. At what will then be the transformed Quicken Loans Arena. And I just want to echo what Fred said and offer a few thank yous myself. First of all, to Dan Gilbert and Len Komorowski. I can't really do justice to the number of discussions, I don't know if I should say pleading, but passionate pleas to bring the All-Star Game back here. And it was something when the discussions began with the civic leaders here about the transformation of the Quicken Loans Arena. I think we all felt that it was only fitting, if that was something that could be done, if this public-private partnership could be completed, that it only then made sense to bring another All-Star Game here to Cleveland. And as Fred pointed out, there is real symmetry to 2022 because in 1997, and I was with the league at the time, and I was here when we had the 50th All-Star Game and celebrated the 50th greatest players in the league at the time, and it was a very memorable event. And I'm sure with Dan and Len and their great organization that we're going to be planning similar things for 2022, and we'll also make this another remarkable, outstanding event in NBA history.
And when you're a rookie owner, just like you're a rookie player, when you ask for things like, how about the All-Star Game in Cleveland, they give you a look, and they don't even respond for a while. So then a couple years later, they respond, say, well, we'll talk about it. And then a few years after that, it's, well, maybe. And then we had a new commissioner. Then we started the process all over again. And we started, I think, initially 2018, 19, and 2021. But we knew sooner or later we'd get it. And, of course, working with the great people up on this stage here in the public-private partnership that was able to come together on the local level and redo this beautiful building. I mean, us as a tenant in the county, and, of course, the Gateway as the landlord working together to provide long-term investment into this great facility that's not only going to allow the NBA All-Star Game, but I'm sure other types of events in the future here that we probably wouldn't have a shot or a chance at getting. And it puts Cleveland on the stage for the whole world to see, which is great for the region. And you can't measure all this stuff and how important it is and how valuable it is to the future growth and the reputation of a city like Cleveland, which is clearly on its way back.
So with the Q transformation, as Dan noted, we have a venue right now which is going to be able not only to, has been competing over the last 25 years. Believe it or not, this building's 25 years old. But for the next 25 years, we'll be able to compete not only for events like the NBA All-Star Weekend, but other major national and international events, and something we all can be proud of. But there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into this, and a tremendous number of people out here, too, that also helped make this happen, such as not only for this event, but for the Q Transformation, Cleveland State, the Huntington Convention Center, all of our amazing hotel owners and operators, the NAACP, President's Council, the Greater Cleveland Partnership, the Downtown Cleveland Alliance, the building trades and construction unions, United Pastors and Mission, the Urban League, Gateway, and many, many others who also helped make it happen.
I want to really congratulate Mr. Gilbert and Cavaliers organization on really achieving the All-Star Game for Cleveland. And also welcome the commissioner back to Cleveland. Every time he comes, he brings good news. So I welcome you back to Cleveland. As was mentioned, this would not be possible if it were not for the partnership between the Cavaliers organization and the county and the city in particular. And what I like most about Mr. Gilbert and the Cavs organization, they made it possible for us to have a deal. Many times when we're asked to be partners in a private-public partnership, it becomes a very difficult challenge But they made it so that it made it much easier for us because of the terms that they were willing to agree with. So I want to really thank the Cavaliers and Mr. Gilbert for doing their part, which I don't think they've gotten full recognition for. But for that, we would not have this All-Star game. So again, congratulations and thank you very much.
This is great news for the people of Cleveland and Cuyahoga County. This is the place to be. We're the city of stars. We have the All-Star game for baseball next year, and now we're getting the All-Star game for basketball. This is really exciting. When Cuyahoga County made the decision to invest in the transformation of the Q, Dan Brady and I and council knew it would be a very, very positive thing. We knew the transformation would bring more jobs to the county. We knew it would keep our Cavs here through 2034 and hopefully long beyond that. It would continue to attract 200 additional events to this building every year, and it would transform this building into a truly world-class, competitive, fan-friendly facility. And now our investment is really paying off by bringing us the NBA All-Star Game for 2022. And that will have an expected economic impact of $100 million in the region, which is very, very significant.
You could not have picked a better place for the 75th All-Star Game than Cleveland, Ohio. Couldn't have picked a better place. Mayor, you have made our community one that welcomes these kinds of events and makes it possible, and I thank you. And I thank the county as well. Armin, thank you for all the work you do. And I just want to say that even though I'm up here, there's so many people that made this happen. People in our communities that I'm looking at right now who made this happen. So I want to say that I am proud to be a Clevelander. This is my home. It is always going to be my home, and I want you to know, Mr. Commissioner, this is the best location in the nation.
I'm already excited. The Cavs will become the first organization to host the All-Star Game on 2 different anniversary occasions. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Jackson. You've probably seen media coverage of the growing opioid epidemic in northeastern Ohio. But what you might not know is how many of these tragedies begin with a seemingly innocent prescription for pain medication. That is why we're teaming with the Cuyahoga County Opiate Marketing Task Force to encourage you to know the risk. Go to the website on your screen to learn which pills are opiates and alternative ways of dealing with pain. Which starts as a prescription can end with addiction, so know the risk.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. Although it was frowned upon, women have been playing the sport of baseball since the late 1800s, but they haven't been given the same platform as men.
We're here to share our film that has the voices of the Americans who've experienced it, from women who participated in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League in the 1940s and 50s, better known as a league of their own, all the way through girls playing Little League today, as well as women who've played on the U.S. National Women's Baseball Team. And they weave a tapestry of the sort of experiences they've gone through, the struggles they've gone through, facing gender discrimination to play our national pastime, which is something of a national disgrace. So I'm here to call attention to this matter and this movement and to create a national dialogue. Women have been playing baseball in this country since 1867, as far back as Vassar College when they played in dresses. Women have been a force in playing baseball since then to this day, regardless of what has been foisted upon them by American culture and society. Their challenges have come through men who have developed the social constructs for the roles of women in this country, which has demeaned them and kept them down as second-class citizens. They played baseball all through the 20s, and with the advent of the minor league baseball, it really kind of shoved them off the stage, particularly in 1931 when a girl from the Chattanooga Lookouts, a minor league baseball team, 17-year-old left-hander named Jackie Mitchell, struck out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig in an exhibition game. And from that day forward, baseball commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis said there will not be any more women ever signed to a professional baseball contract in the best interests of baseball. Since then, it's been an uphill struggle for women. And also, if you tell a girl she can't play baseball, what else will she think she can't do? Conversely, what will boys and males think if they hear that girls can't play baseball? What else will they think they can't do? And I think what we're trying to do with our film is to show that anything is possible when girls are given an opportunity, whether that's being firefighters or members of our armed forces or athletes playing baseball or World Cup soccer. Girls have every right to play our national pastime.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.